Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. In today's episode, we are talking about what is going on with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, where the price is going and where it is likely to go. Are we seeing a dead cat bounce? Also, I am giving away 3 lucky viewers the chance to meet none other than the man himself, Andreas Antonopoulos. So you will have to stay tuned for all of that and some news right after a message from our sponsor, which is a safe crypto wallet that you can earn up to 8% returns on your crypto just from storing them in that safe wallet. Now, before we get started, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing. Means a whole bunch. Thank you to everybody pressing the like on the button. Also, all of you guys commenting. Now, before we talk about what's going on in the markets, I mentioned this conference coming up on June 12th. So it's coming up pretty soon. It's called the CryptoCompare Digital Asset Summit. And the thing that's cool about it is that Andreas Antonopoulos is going to be there. Also, Thomas Lee, you could ask him for a horribly wrong prediction of the Bitcoin price. But the man himself, Andreas Antonopoulos, is going to be there, is going to be speaking. So I told you guys previously about how you could get tickets and you could use this code EAK20. It doesn't help me out, but it gets you 20% off. So it would be £240 for a ticket for you, which isn't bad for a conference. But I got 3 free tickets for this bad boy. So if you are in the England area, it is in London, England. If you are in the London area and you want to go, email me, contact@crypto-love.com, and 3 people are winning ticket. I'm giving you 3 people tickets, and you will get to go see Andreas Antonopoulos, which is pretty badass. So let's get into what's going on in the markets today. Market cap $250 billion, up a little bit from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance still at the same 55.7%. Bitcoin at 78.79, Ethereum at 247, and XRP at 40 cents. All of those not really big changes over the past 24 hours. Big gainers, Solve up 40% today, Chainlink up 14%, and Metaverse up 11.5%. Losers, Maximind Coin, Monocoin, and Bitcoin SV. Oh, they stopped pumping Bitcoin SV a little bit. How about that? Now, if we take a look at the markets, this is quite an involved graph, but there's a lot I want to talk about what's going on with Bitcoin recently. So first, for a long time, we were just shooting on up, staying above this purple line, the 21-day moving average, until 4 days ago, we broke through it to the bottom. Okay, now when we broke through it to the bottom, things really fell until we got right about to the 61.8% fib level, this green line right here, teal. We'll call that a teal line, okay? We hovered there a couple days. Now we're bouncing off of it. That could be a dead cat bounce because when you throw a cat off of a large building, it hits the ground and then it bounces before it goes down even further. That's where the name comes from. Well, when we did have a dead cat bounce, it did bounce off of this orange line. Now this orange line is a 35-day moving average. Now why is that important? It's not really important unless you look at another common moving average, the 50-day moving average, and you average the 21-day and 50-day moving average, and you get a 35-day moving average, which is right in the middle. I did that myself. I can get that from anyone, although somebody else probably did it before. Well, anyways, so what's going to happen with that? A couple things. First off, I wanted to show you that if we break through this 35-day moving average, potentially could be heading down to the 50-day moving average. But what happened right here? Why do I have these 2 white lines? Well, the first line right there, that is very close to a double top. Almost perfectly a double top. And double tops have a 97% chance of a loss. The only thing that doesn't make this a double top, and the reason that it is a double top, both tops are within 4% of each other. The center down move is greater than 10%. The only difference is it doesn't have 10 days between the 2 tops, so it's not actually a double top. But if it were a double top, well, once it passes its confirmation point, which is right here, you have a 97% chance of at least 40% losses, which would bring us down quite a bit to somewhere around here, the 7,100 area. And generally, in 2/3 of cases where we do have a double top, when we break through, we have a little pullback before it goes. So that could be what we're seeing paired along with the dead cat bounce. Now, wait, there's even more. I know, it's unbelievable. But if we take a look at things, now this, I like to use this VPVR, great way to look at volume. But anyways, once we break this peak, the next peak is right here. This is at 7,200, but very close to this 7,100. And what else is approaching this 7,100? Well, that would be the blue 50-day moving average, which potentially I could foresee hitting right there. Not to mention MACD staying holding stablecoin, and the histogram is not getting any smaller. But there is one more thing. If we take a look at the Bitcoin futures, you see these gaps here? It doesn't like gaps. Gaps get filled. See, there was a gap here, it got filled. And there was a gap here, hasn't gotten filled yet. So if we go and fill that gap, bloop, that would bring Bitcoin price right around to 7,100, which 7,100, should I say it any more times, potentially could be going down to 7,100. But, you know, I'm not a technical analyst. I'm not an expert in technical analysis. But the other TNA, I'm getting pretty good at. So, on to the news for the day. Facebook will reportedly announce its cryptocurrency this month, allowing employees to take it as a salary. So Global Coin, apparently they're going to be releasing that or announcing that this month. And that's crazy because it'll allow its employees to take Global Coin instead of US dollars. So that's pretty crazy for the currency. They're also planning physical ATM-like machines where users can buy the currency. Now, Global Coin is supposed to be like like a stable coin. So I don't really know if I'd take that instead of US dollars. However, if they were offering Bitcoin, I would sure as shit take that instead of US dollars. But that's my personal opinion. Ripple has launched a new office in Zurich, Switzerland, to attract institutional buyers for XRP. Now, is this a good thing? Yeah, probably a good thing for Ripple. You know why? Because if we took a look at this article that came out like a couple weeks ago, Big Money took advantage of crypto winter. Yeah, look at this. This size right here, these are all institutions buying up Bitcoin. So if they're all buying up cryptocurrencies, who better to sell to? Not the investors like us, the retail investors. No, institutional investors. Sell to them. They open up a whole place in Zurich just for that. Smart move on Ripple's part. Big news for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not really big news, but if you like soccer or football, as some people call it, I guess I should say if you like football or soccer, as some people should call it, because more people call it football than soccer. But I'm getting beside myself. Yes, there is a football club that is now accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum. SL Benfica just started accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum payments for match tickets and merchandise. Now, this isn't the first time that Bitcoin has been accepted for soccer, football, okay? Juventus played with the idea of launching its own cryptocurrency. You could also pay for the Russia World Cup in 2018 with Bitcoin. But this is the first time that it will be ongoing where you can pay with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and it's thanks to UTrust. Okay, UTrust is they're making this possible for SL Benfica. And last little piece of news, Microsoft announces Verisol, Ethereum smart contract verification. So they're basically putting this thing together. Verisol, verification, solidity, put two words together, compound word. But it'll enable developers to write specifications for their contracts using an intermediate language that can then be tested using mathematical logic machinery. So hopefully we won't have many failed Solidity programs anymore. And they are working with Azure and Azure Blockchain Service to bring this together. So I like to end episodes on a good note, and even though this isn't happy news, this is kind of like a public service announcement. Like if I did something wrong and then I'd have to, instead of going to jail, I would do a public service announcement. This is my public service announcement. Not saying that I did anything wrong. But 9 easy ways to lose your cryptocurrency. So try not to do these, guys. First, losing your private keys. That would suck. Second, storing critical information unencrypted, like how Ian Bellina stored his passwords for his MyEther wallets on Evernote. Third, keeping your crypto on an exchange, like how all those exchanges got hacked and all those people lost their money. Even Binance is not safe. So keeping your crypto on an exchange is basically just giving them an IOU, and anybody who's seen Dumb and Dumber knows that a suitcase full of IOUs is not as nice as a suitcase full of $1 million. Fourth, using weak and or reused passwords. You do not want to use the same passwords on every account or weak passwords, You got to do stuff. You could use like password things for that. Fifth, not using 2FA. And you don't want to use a 2FA where it texts your mobile. It's actually better to use something like Google Authenticator, because when somebody gets your SIM card, guess what? They have your 2FA. But if somebody has your SIM card, they do not have your Google Authenticator. Six, falling victim to phishing scams. Obviously, if somebody's offering you, send me 0.1 Ethereum and I'll send you 1 Ethereum, that's a scam. Handing over your API keys, so that gives them access to your exchanges. Downloading unknown software and also participating in unknown airdrops. That shit is risky as all hell too. And ninth, uninstalling unknown browser plugins. All of those things can be very risky. Make sure you don't do them, especially if you have a Windows computer, because that just you're just set up for failure with one of those computers. So that's 9 easy ways to lose your cryptocurrency. Please don't lose your cryptocurrency. Cold storage, Monarch Wallet, stuff like that. It works really well. And lastly, guys, I just want to remind you, if you are in the London, England area and you want to go to this conference for free, email me, contact@crypto-help.com. Or if you didn't, if I don't contact you by tomorrow and you still want to go, you can get 20% off using EAK20 as a code there. And then check it out. I didn't think that I would be going to a conference again for a long time, but it turns out there's this eBiz Expo in Thailand, and I'm going to go to it. You know why? Because, check this out. You probably can't see it because it's behind my head, but I'll move my head right now. Check out the supporters. Blockchain Review, Bitcoin Addict Thailand, CoinMan. I don't know if Swapple.io is one, but a lot of crypto stuff there. And look at this. They have a whole morning on blockchain and the future of e-business. Now, I doubt I'll be able to understand a single word because most likely it's in Thai, but I'm going to go and find out because they're talking about blockchain and its ethical role in protect the society. Blockchain 101, something, blockchain something, and then can't even read that last one. So I imagine I won't be able to understand any of it. So guys, that's it for today. If you want to get into trading, make sure to check out Signal Profits. You can get 2 weeks for $7 using the link down in the description. Also, you get daily returns like 12% a day or 18% a day or 11% a day. So it's pretty good for you. And lastly, check out the Monarch Wallet. Get up to 8% holding your crypto in there. You'd have to be retarded not to do it. I'm not judging. I love you however you are. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.